Hi guys, welcome back. So this is the pancreas. What do we need to know? All right, so this is the pancreas is part of the digestive system. So it has the digestive portion. It also is an endocrine system. So it has the endocrine portion. So the reason that I bring this up is because that when we look at the location of the pancreas, we find that it's attached to something. It's not like the other organ that is release their hormone into the blood circulation. This one has reattached to the digestive tract. So here is the food coming from your esophagus into your stomach, and then it will going into small intestine. If we open this location, you can see that here. You can see that this is small intestine. Here is the beginning of the small intestine, and coming down here, you can see that pancreas is adjacent. It's attached to it. So you can see that the pancreas, the digestive function of the pancreas is to release digestive enzyme into the small intestine in order to help you to digest the food. So it digests the protein to become amino acid, digest the carbohydrates to become the monosaccharides, it digests the lipid to become a fatty acid. So it can digest that in the small intestine. So it has digestive function, but this one also has endocrine function. So if we cut it open, we can see that, okay, these two functions actually are two different portion of the endocrine. So if we cut it open, if we cut it through, we can see that it has several of these circle cells form as a circle. This actually is the duct. It formed this duct. These ducts will guide the digestive enzyme toward the small intestine. So here are the ducts. It will guide them into the small intestine. These ductal cells are called acini. So here, these are called acini. Acini's are part of the digestive system. So that's not what we are talking about today. What we are talking about today is another group cell is right here. So it's this like island. So this island has a name. It's called Langerhans. The islets of the Langerhans. So this islet is the one that produce the hormone. Is part of the endocrine system. So what are these hormones? So these hormones, there are two types of hormone produced from the islets of Langerhans. And because there are two types of hormone, they are produced from two different group of cells. These two groups of cells are called alpha cell and the beta cell. They also have delta cell, but delta cell, we only about 10% of the cell, delta cell in the islet of Langerhans. So the most major one is the beta cell. We also have a big amount of the alpha cell. They produce the hormone. So here is the place that we have the hormone production in the pancreas. So let's look at these two. So they are in the islet of Langerhans. So which portion of the pancreas is part of the endocrine system? That is the islets of Langerhans. Which portion of the pancreas is digestive system? That is acini. All right, so in the islets of Langerhans, we have two groups of cells, alpha cells, beta cells. Alpha produce glucagon, beta produce insulin. So we kind of talk about it in the very beginning of our course when we talk about the glucose homeostatic loops. We know that, okay, the glucagon and the insulin, they regulate our blood glucose level. And then now we, review those kind of like overlap between this lecture and the earlier lecture. And this is a portion that we kind of talk about it already, but this is kind of like review and put it into a different context. All right, so in the pancreas, these two group of cells, alpha cells, beta cells, and the glucagon and the insulin. So location and function. Where are they from? where is glucagon released from? They are released from the alpha cells in the pancreas, or they are released from the islet of Langerhans, alpha cells in the islet of Langerhans. And the insulin, where is from? Location, function, where is it from? It's from the beta cell in the pancreas, or beta cell in the islet of Langerhans. And so that's that. Now, location, you know it, and the function. What do they do? Glucagon increase blood glucose level. So when your blood glucose level is low, glucagon increase it. All right. So basically, the way it does is that it will go. The function is very similar like cortisol, glucocorticoids. We just mentioned it right here. Here, glucocorticoids or cortisol, its function is to increase blood glucose level. So now we have three hormones that regulate glucose level. Glucocorticoids or cortisol increase blood glucose level. Glucagon increase blood glucose level. And insulin decrease blood glucose level. So insulin. The function of insulin is to when you eat, right? And you have a lot of glucose in the body, they help you to reduce them and store them into your muscle, to store them as a glycogen in the muscle, to store them as triglycerides in the fat cells, to store them so you can use it later. Yeah. All right, is that good? So you know the location and the function. Before we end this portion, I just want to use two slides to talk about an important disease associated with insulin. It's called diabetes mellitus, and it's very common. It's that in our lifestyle, we very easily get a lot of food, and so we will accumulate them when we have too many uh, uh, food intake, and also lack of the usage of this food, meaning that you don't exercise. If the person, and it's very common, nobody would exercise the way that we used to be. I mean, human used to be. Human need to make effort. All animals does it, right? All animals need to make effort in order to collect food. Nowadays, we use brain, so we have the tools, we have collaboration, we have the society. So not everyone need to make labor to make to get food. So we don't use that energy that much. We don't use that fuel that much. So we store them, we keep on storing them. Food become very easy to access. We store them, but we don't use them. And then in that situation, we have a hyperglycemia, insulin become less sensitive, and so that's diabetes mellitus. So just want to bring to your attention that there are two types of diabetes mellitus. The type 1 is that patients gradually lose their beta cells. So type 1 is juvenile diabetes. The beta cells are gradually dying. So here is the beta cell. This beta cell, this one gradually dying. Sometimes most of them is the autoimmune disease. Immune system acts on it, kill the beta cells. Insulin gradually drop. So it cannot it has less, so it cannot reduce the blood glucose level. It doesn't have enough, the patient doesn't have enough insulin. And so you will have hyperglycemia and it's type 1 diabetes. This usually occur in the younger person. It's the autoimmune disease, so it's genetic related. Another type is type 2 diabetes. Now, type 2 diabetes is not because of the beta cell injury. It's because of insulin resistance. It's because that when you have the lifestyle that you don't exercise that much, and you take food very easily, you accumulate these, and your body become insensitive to insulin, then your blood glucose level will rise because your body don't respond to the insulin, and that's type 2 diabetes. I just want to also show you that the prevalence is gradually increasing. So, um, um, the very easy way to manage it is, exercise. Be careful about the food. Yeah, so that's it. And let me know if you have any question, okay? Bye bye. See you next time.